this story is about Anna and the frog. Anna loved playing in the field. Her parents had a rice field near their house, which they usually went to every day. There, Anna could play near a small stream where she could wet his feet. Anna liked hunting small animals like crickets, fork, and fireflies. One day, she carved a fork and then put it in a jar. When she was about to pick up the fork looked at her and said, "I will become a prince if you kiss me." Finally, Anna kissed the fork and he became a prince. Then they became a good friend. Hi guys, do you know what the text that I told you before? No? I think it is a good idea if we discuss it now. Okay, let's check this out. The text that I told you before is narrative text. What is narrative text? Narrative text is a type of text in English that tells about an imaginative and a fictional story or composition. Narrative text is one of type of text that tells about a series of events chronologically and connected to each other. The purpose of narrative text is to entertain the readers with the story presented and at the same time implies a moral message to be conveyed to the readers. Why is the text called narrative text? Because the text uses simple past tense, conjunction or connection, action verbs or material verbs, uses a lot of adverb of time, and there is a dialogue. There are many types of narrative text. First, myth. Myth is a traditional story, especially one concerning the early story of a people or explaining some natural or social phenomenon, and typically involving supernatural beings or events. And then fable. Fable is a form of narrative that displays animals that behave and talk like humans. Next, legend. Legend is the narrative text that consists of a narrative featuring human actions, believed or perceived both by teller and listeners to have taken place in human history. 4. Mystery. Mystery is a story about a crime or usually murder presented as a novel or play or movie. 5. Fairy tale. Fairy tale is a story or as for children involving fantastic forces and beings as fairies and goblins. A slice of life. Slice of life describes the depiction of mundane experiences in art and entertainment. Horror story. Horror story is a story in which the focus in creating a feeling of fear. And then science fiction. Science fiction is a fiction film with the theme of the influence of imaginative science and technology on society and the world as a whole. And next, adventure story. Adventure story is among the most popular tales, both in terms of sales and the sheer number of exciting versions. Generic structure that builds a narrative text is as follows. First, orientation. Orientation is usually indicated by the words once upon a time, one day, or a long time ago, etc. The next part is complication, which is the problem in the story. Complications usually consist of several paragraphs that tell the beginning of the problem to the culmination of the problem. In this section, the characterization of the characters, both the protagonists of the antagonists, have begun to appear. The last is resolutions. The last part is the resolution, which is the resolution of the problem is the story. In this section, there will be a happy ending or sad ending. In addition, in the resolution, there is also a moral message or moral value that can be gleaned by the readers.